big old deal.
All these edited out off the bat.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that one. What's the deal, everybody? How's everybody living? You know what time it is. Hands and feet.
Episode 2. We coming with energy.
Big energy.
Big energy.
I fucking hate that song. You already know what time it is. It's the boy Rhino with the boy.
Feel me?
Nigga Jimmy, bro. My nigga Jroc. From the 50s to Pasadena.
Yes, sir.
From 323 to the Bigs 2 Bigs. You know what time it is. Oh yeah, for starters, I hope my Lakers do it tonight. You already know we should be good. At the Staples, aka the Crypto. For all my Crips though. You know.
You know what? I might have to switch it because I don't know about the audio because it's kind of like compressed.
Should we restart it?
Nah.
Are you sure? All right.
Edit all this out.
Okay.
Yeah. Episode 2, y'all. Rhino gonna run this one.
You already know what time it is, episode 2.
I'm gonna just follow suit.
Hands and feet, boy. You know what time it is. Shout out my Lakers. Get that W tonight at the house. Fuck the Timberwolves. Hands and feet. You already know who I am. Rhino the President, aka Lil Rhino. My mama calls me Ryan. You already know what time it is. 626 in the building. All the way to the 323. Pasadena to the 50s. My nigga Jimmy, my nigga Jroc.
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? Ooh. All right.
Chili and little cookies.
Yeah. Talk about it, bro. What's there to unpack?
Man, a lot's going on the last couple weeks. You already know. We're going to hit the current events first from the jump. So the first current event I want to start off with is the boy, Mr. Cheesy Ratatouille himself, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't know if y'all seen, or Snitch 9. Should I say 6ix9ine or Snitch 9?
Nah, yeah, we showed the whole clip on the first episode.
Oh, no, not get him getting whooped. A follow-up to that, he bought a new chain.
He bought a new chain? His chain got snatched?
He bought 100,000. Supposedly, I don't know if they took his chain while they whooped him or what, but in response to him getting jumped and just to talk shit to Lil Durk, he unveiled his new chain. It's $1 million chain, supposedly. It cost him $1 million. It's fucking huge. It got a medallion like this big, and like some rainbow circle-y shit, but it's like a medallion circle. And the links are like chunky fat. I'm a fat boy. And these are like damn near as big as my fucking like forearm. Like they're huge. And he said it's $1 million. And he was talking shit in this video when he unveiled it, talking about Durk, talking about when he unbuckled it, he said the buckles don't say rest in peace King Von or rest in peace to your dead homies. It's just baguettes on the back. So you know he's talking about Durk.
Right.
And yeah. So and he said he spent $1 million on this one chain. Y'all gotta Google it, check it out. We'll have a little edit right there.
Right, it'll show. It'll be squared in.
My guy.
That's wild.
But yeah, what you think about that? You didn't see it yet, huh?
I haven't seen it, so I'm not really. I don't even know the backstory. I don't really understand the whole Lil Durk and him. I mean, I know he be dissing and shit, but it's like that's him with almost everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, but man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be kind of salty. I know how these niggas feel, cause it's like, man, you a bitch ass nigga, and you like the way he live. I don't know if you keep up with his Instagram, but his lifestyle is. I mean, his lifestyle is like.
To be fair, that nigga, he do live good, but he go to a normal gym.
I don't give a fuck. He got packed out at the LA Fitness. The next day he was in Cuba filming a video.
That's true.
Giving out 50,000 just to like, and I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're hitting all these third world countries, giving off money, trying to spin the whole narrative on you. I mean, I'm not against it because you know you got the poor people benefit from it. So I mean, and
that's true.
From that end,
you opened my eyes. I didn't think of that.
From that end, it's commendable, but that shit gonna follow you forever, bro. Regardless, the damage is done. The damage is done, and but what he does is, I mean, shit. Bad Bunny, the biggest streaming artist, #1 streaming artist in Latin America, he don't give a fuck about none of his fan base. He not going down to no Puerto Rico and giving out money. This nigga is going to Puerto Rico. He's going to Cuba. He's going all these crazy Caribbeans and just giving them money, bro. He's in Cuba giving out racks, U.S. dollars. So you know it transfers into even more. So
50 bands out there like 100, 200, 300.
No, but it's commendable what he does. More artists should do that.
Damn.
But then again, it's like I don't know, bro. You know, with him, everything's staged. I don't know what's real.
That's what I'm saying. Is that real money?
His like his way to approach it, his marketing, whatever the fuck is for sure something. Because I don't know what's real, what's fake.
Yeah.
Because you're going viral. You were dead for like a year. You wasn't making any noise. Now you're hitting the social medias. And, you know, it's usually this how you did it last time. You like, and then you pick up pace and pick up pace and pick up pace. Next thing you know, you everywhere. I can't stop seeing you.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, I'll keep tabs on it and see what he does with it. But his music is trash. That song was whack.
What he got some new shit?
He went to Cuba and recorded a song. It was whack. It was trash.
Yeah.
You know, I guess he kind of, you know, he's canceled out the hip hop genre.
Nobody's gonna.
So he's trying to reinvent himself in the Latin market he's all over the place.
Yeah.
He's doing like this genre and that genre, and so it's like, I don't know. You kind of got to build up traction in one genre.
Yeah.
Before you could just start branching out. But I mean, I guess he did that in hip hop. But it's like that life is dead.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. But it don't look like he's going broke. But I did see that American Express sued him for like $200,000 or $250,000. He got a debt with American Express. American Express hired a PI. They tracked him down and they served him papers. Because he got a debt that he ain't paid for, and it's like 120 racks. I mean, if he giving out money like that,
that's
all
what
I'm thinking is like, man, his taxes,
it don't add up.
His taxes are gonna be crazy. It don't add up. I'm like, bro, you IRS is watching
all
all
of
of
it too, bro. Rap is a lot of.
But did you see, man, bro? He did the blacks, the Hispanic. So he went to, I don't know where. I think he went to New York and bought all of these like 12 black models or whatever, and bought them all Birkin bags. And then he went to Florida and he got all the Latin mommies, lined them all up. And I think one of them was even pregnant with his kid. And he gave them all Birkin bags. Bro, that was like 14 Birkin bags. Birkin bags aren't easy to get and they're not cheap. And you got like when you go to the Birkins outside of the country and you try to buy, you get a limit. Like you can't just buy out the whole shelf. You can only buy like 6 or something at a time or some shit. They got some. He gave, at this point, like 24, 25 Birkin bags. It just don't add up. It's like too much money. Like
somebody is giving. Look, I'm not gonna say no names. You know who you are. I got a nigga that I used to rap with. Really, he's just a nigga that is. And long story short, blood is not from my hood or from Pasadena, but he be in Pasadena, and when he kind of halfway grew up with us. Blood used to sell CDs and shit, and he's that same type of person. And it's not just rap. His brother told me this. Nigga, all entertainment, nigga, a lot of it is shows. A lot of them niggas can buy their own shit, right? Some of them can buy their own shit, some of them can't. But they labels or they managers or whoever's funding them or getting something out of the post on Instagram, getting that shit shared, is funding that shit. They was doing that to the nigga out there, the rapper nigga. They was doing that to him, nigga, giving him money, other third party like investors. Hey, look, you got 100,000 followers, you got 1 million followers on Instagram. Share my shit, and I'm gonna fund this post and that post and this trip and that trip, and I'm gonna buy you a chain, whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Niggas ain't going bad over $120,000, but giving away 50 bands every other third world country. That shit don't add up. I'm not no mathematician, but a nigga took statistics and pre-calculus. Come on, P. That shit don't add up.
Talk about it.
It don't add up, big homie. You know, and a nigga on a way lesser scale than Tekashi told me this shit, because he was doing it for his brother, hooking him up with third-party investors and little deals, and they like, okay, look, flash us 100 bands. You can rent this car. We'll rent you this car for the weekend, but you share our posts. It's a way to get paid off of your influence. I feel it, but it's not real. It's smoking guns. That's where that term come from, smoking guns. So that's how I feel about it and shit. But Jimmy brought up a good point about the perception, and he brought up a better point about how he's helping out Spanish communities, third world countries, and other people who are impoverished and going through poor, desolate situations. And Jimmy's right. I didn't really look at it like that either. Bad Bunny, you should listen up. All right, so to switch gears, King Von, my nigga King Von, rest in peace. Nigga.
The first hip hop serial killer.
My nigga.
That was dope.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
But
you know.
You know,
I watched that shit this weekend.
The whole thing is they got that shit going on where it's like they're putting bodies on dead homies.
That's true.
Just to like it was, you know, they ratting out the dead homie like, yeah, it was it was Von.
Yeah, because
there's like this whole and it's a controversial.
Niggas been doing that though. To be fair,
I mean,
but niggas just ain't really talked about it.
I hadn't heard about it.
Man, Big Homie's been doing that shit.
It was like it's weird. So
T.I. did it 20 years ago.
Yeah, but
people been doing this.
Yeah, but he for sure has been like shunned for that.
No, I'm not condoning. I'm just saying that has happened for a while.
Yeah, they've been disrespecting him for a minute for that.
Niggas feel like, yeah, exactly.
Gunna, before he even snitched, they was already on his head about his whole Crime Stoppers,
Crime
Watchers, whatever.
Yeah.
Nigga
helping the police. Yeah, talking about all this snitch on nobody. Nigga, you helping them. That's still snitching. Helping the police. I don't care if you did paperwork for the police. That's helping the police.
So I don't know if he took 10 bodies. You know, I feel like a lot of people just washed their hands with him. Like, yeah.
No, he probably did half or a little bit over half. You right, but.
I mean, yeah, he for sure knocked down people, but I'm saying like
a lot of dead niggas.
10 though, that's a serial killer, bro. Who in the U.S. is getting away with 10?
I'm not gonna lie,
murders?
bro. That's what happens when you. There's only a few niggas that's like that in hood. Real serial killer, 5-10 body niggas. What do they homies do when they die or go to the pen?
What?
They do shit like that. What do they homies do when you get a couple of real sociopath, narcissistic serial killer niggas from your hood who really got multiple bodies? Because we all know a couple of niggas. What do they do
with them? Like you mean like prison them? Or
when they die or when they go to jail, when they're no longer on the streets, what do their close family members that's still around that gangbang do?
Oh, they'd be like, oh yeah.
They push it on their hood. They push it on their homies. Put them on t-shirts if they die or go to prison. Say free them, and then they put bodies on them. That's what niggas do.
I didn't know that.
That's what niggas do, Jimmy.
Well, then that just hit that just hit mainstream.
I'm gonna tell you why niggas, but I don't condone it. I'm just tell you why. Plus, I don't have a homie like that. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of niggas lie about their gangbanging. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a close like a day one sandbox nigga that has multiple bodies. I'm not gonna tell nobody I got a couple homies that got one body or claim one body. So that's what niggas do, bro. When you got, which is rare. There's only a few groups like that in every section of every hood. Like, oh, I really grew up with Screwdriver. He got 7 bodies. Fuck it. Screwdriver got 56 years in prison. He's a fucking vegetable. He got stabbed on the yard. Don't nobody ride him. I'm the only nigga that send money to him. I got 3 bodies that they looking for. I'm gonna put it on Screwdriver. Screwdriver, here's an extra $1,000 to your books. And if he's dead, it's even better. They just send the mama a couple $100. You get it, Jimmy?
Yeah.
It's cold as ice. I'm not condoning it. I'm just telling you what I seen.
I'm just telling you what I seen.
It's cold, Jimmy.
I mean,
that's why I wasn't making a big deal when T.I. and all these niggas did it, because I was like, oh yeah, I got big homies that did that.
Yeah, if that's the case, if that's what's going on,
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, and then you know how they do it in their mind. Oh, it's not snitching. He's dead. We know it's snitching, but to them it's we know it's snitching, but to them it's.
In my head, it's snitching.
Yeah,
by our definition, it's snitching. But a dead man ain't gonna bring no paperwork. But then like when who I think Brick Baby was on No Jumper. They interviewed him on that question, and he was like, I'm like, bruh, if I can get, he said himself, he like, bruh, all my homies, if I pass, you could throw all your bodies on me, cause it's like I'm gone. Why you gonna do the time if
That's
you,
what I
if
was
you,
gonna bring up last. A lot of niggas
So
will tell you, nigga, do that. I ain't tripping. I'm going anyway.
that's the controversy
Come
because
on.
by definition we're wrong, but by context it's like damn it makes so much sense. So it's like, am I really gonna do this time? Like
It's all
Well, I could
perception,
just tell
Jimmy.
the homie gone anyways. He would want me to do it. Like you would, bruh. If anything happens, you can for sure be like, yeah, man, it was Jimmy.
Hey,
Man.
look, you know that nigga 56th Street. Yeah, it's him.
Likewise, I'm like, bruh, you know.
Hey, to all my homies,
Pasadena,
Jimmy, everybody, man, y'all can do it to me. Fuck it, y'all go ahead and say yeah.
Nigga, man, you know you
I know Rhino did that.
I mean, you know Rhino was a wobbler.
Yeah.
You know, Rhino was wild.
Y'all didn't know.
Man,
Yeah.
y'all better ask about
He's
Rhino.
a wobbler,
man. There's
yeah.
a gang of people.
I am a wobbler. I am.
Ain't no telling. You
Is
know
he
he
square
did
shit
it.
or his bullshit today? Which one?
Sheesh.
I'm already knowing. Bro, so yeah, man, I mean, it's all perception, man. You know, like we said, but at the end of the day, you know, it is telling. But, you know, what that man is going to bring is going to have a paperwork party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Switch gears again. We back on our fighting shit. Hands and feet. My nigga Adesanya, B. Pereira, finally. Jimmy, what's up, man? What you think about that fight? UFC.
That shit was so dope. That shit was so hard. I seen that shit in real time, bro. I jumped out of the couch. I was with the homies. I was like, what? Because Pereira was giving it to you. He was bombing on him.
That leg.
But I seen what he did. He kind of like, he reeled him in. He set him up for a trap where he was like, he made him think he was hurt. He clinched up. Pereira took off, teed off, boom, 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 boom. And then as he seen an opening, boom, tempo. Boom, tempo shot. Bro, he hit him in the temple twice. He was gone. It was beautiful. Because Pereira, bro, I'm not going to lie, he looked crazy, bro. His limbs look long as fuck.
They are.
His feet look long. His arms look long as shit.
He's short, but his limbs are long.
Bro, his limbs are
Not short.
crazy long. So it was like,
shorter.
damn. And you know, he had already knocked him down twice.
Bro,
And the way he did his kick.
that nigga was going to win. If he didn't do that, if he didn't get, you know what I'm saying, knocked out like that, bro, he would have won the fight by decision. That would have been 4 in a row or 3 in a row that nigga Adesanya lost. That was the last rematch, really. If he lost that one too, they was gonna be like, okay, it's done.
Technically, cuz dude owe him a rematch.
Yeah, he
they
won
won for one.
Yeah, well, in America, yeah.
Right, in America.
That nigga whooped him twice out there, wherever they from. Yeah. Oh man, Adesanya, shout out to my boy.
Said we ain't doing no rematch.
Yeah,
That's it, bro.
Yeah, nigga done fought you 1,000,000 times.
I'm good.
He a cold nigga for that, man. I thought it was a good fight.
You saw how he trolled his son?
Yeah. The nigga
hit him with the dead weight.
His son had a line though for doing that to him in the past. So the gang, nigga, I'd have never forgot that shit either.
I felt like it was justified.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That little kid deserved it.
That nigga looked right at him too.
You go on the ring, you disrespect. Yeah. You gonna get it. He knocked down your daddy. Daddy out cold.
Nigga ran around looking for you. That shit would have hurt. I probably would have gotten there with him. Like, man, fuck it, nigga, I need my damn back for it.
It took him a minute, bro. I was happy as fuck. That Masvidal shit was bullshit. You seen that Masvidal?
That's the one before that?
Yeah.
The heavier niggas?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
I didn't watch it either, but I know it was bullshit.
Is that the one where the niggas start talking about Trump after? Is that one?
Well, Trump was there. He was front row.
Yeah, Trump was sitting with Dana White. You ain't lying.
Well,
I remember
he was
watching
sitting
that.
next to Mike Tyson.
Yup.
Dana
That was
White,
like the nigga,
Kid Rock.
the top nigga row.
Kid Rock, yeah.
Kid Rock, yup. I think they from out there.
I was like, Kid Rock, Mike Tyson, Donald Trump. I was like, oh, it's a cold lineup.
That's a cold lineup. That's like the Justice League.
I was thinking, I'm like, oh, they run their
That's the easy to do.
They run their department.
Yep.
DT, whatever he does, he's the top dog.
Trump.
Kid Rock, whatever he does, he the top in his.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, whatever he does, he's the top in his.
All them niggas is top niggas.
Right. So it's like, oh.
Yeah. You already know.
They working.
They working.
How you feel about Donald Trump 2024?
That's a perfect segue, man. Trump is it's gonna be interesting, but Trump is a fool. I think him getting indicted, bro. I think it's over for him. I don't wish that on nobody, but I think Trump is done, bro. It's 34 felonies.
Yeah, right. But he got that Donald Trump money. They had to throw 34 felonies. They praying something sticks.
Nigga, all you need is one.
Right. to go against Donald Trump and you the DA, and if nothing sticks, your job is on the line.
He's going to the pen for just one to stick.
Out
of 34 shots, one is gonna hit. If you don't hit nothing, American government deserves to be finessed.
What they hit Hillary Clinton with?
She didn't go to the pen though.
Right, but how many?
It wasn't no 34, no 34. It was like
that shit lasted years.
Yeah, it lasted a couple years, but it wasn't no Benghazi. It was over the Benghazi emails. All the people died out there. It wasn't 34 felonies. It wasn't 34 felonies. She got hit with some neglect. It was like some neglect. Like it was like neglected, like covering shit up. That's it. That's what I was telling niggas. She wasn't. Come on, bro. Trump made that bigger than what it was. Trump always said that they make shit bigger than what it is with his, and they probably do, but he manipulates the media too. Come on, my nigga. That whole smear campaign, I don't even like Hillary Clinton. But nigga, that whole smear campaign was because of some emails. She didn't kill them people in Benghazi. She just knew it was going to happen and waited to say it until she could make money or what you call it from it. And I understand that's wrong. She deserves to. But my nigga, that's not the same as starting a riot in Capitol Hill.
Right.
Putting Mexican babies in the, when I was on vacation, I seen that shit on BBC News. Putting Mexican babies in a Walmart in Texas. Not showing your taxes. That's probably the least shit he did. Fuck them taxes.
Right.
But you know, white folks ain't gonna play with them taxes. White folks gonna get straight to it. I gotta share some information with y'all I just learned this weekend. About some more socioeconomics. Ooh, that's gonna be the third segment.
Unpack.
Socioeconomics with Rhino.
Unpack.
Fuck it, we're gonna get into it right now. Trip out on this, right? So tell me why, man, this is crazy. Tell me why, if you were to buy a Starbucks coffee from Redondo Beach.
From Redondo Beach? It has to be from Redondo?
Or it could be Delray Playa Vista.
You gotta be a beachfront?
It could be, let's go with Diamond Bar in the San Gabriel Valley, Island Empire. One of those type of areas. We'll go with Culver City. Just
suburbs?
We'll do Culver City. It don't have to be suburban, but preferably really nice area. High or moderately high market value, right?
Suburban.
Yeah, or like a Culver City, just a really nice city, like Century City even. But yeah.
They for sure suburbans.
So tell me this, right? Why a coffee from Starbucks costs less in an area like that versus South Central?
You're lying.
Tell me why.
Because they buy it in bulk?
No, it's deep. Because they just did a survey, and it's been like this consistently on and off for white women and Mexican women. Minority women are the highest chance and the highest percentage of having welfare, and they feel like they're not providing or paying as many taxes as moderately high or rich or wealthy people. So what they're doing is to make up for the taxes that people on welfare and county assistant aren't paying, specifically minority women, Latino women, and black women. Used to be white women. What they're doing is they're increasing the taxes, your sales tax in the stores, so they can make up for that money.
In the hoods?
Yes.
So they charge us more so we can pay off that tab?
Yeah. Trip out.
So it's not just Starbucks?
It's trip out. Baskin Robbins. That was the first.
So if I go to Albertson in Crenshaw, it's gonna cost
more
cheaper if I go to fucking Albertson,
Century City, fucking Redondo Beach, Diamond Bar, Calabasas. Yes, because those people are paying. That's why Republicans, people like Trump supporters, they always complain that they're paying more taxes or they're richer, so they don't want to pay those taxes. Why do you think Trump is trying to dodge taxes? Hillary Clinton's donors. Remember what Trump said? Your donors do the same thing I do. Because nigga, rich people pay a higher taxes because it's your percentage of how much you make.
Okay.
Poor people don't have to take that. They're usually exempt from it, or they pay the lowest because they're poor, right? That's fair.
Right.
But they don't like that. So what they do to make it more fair is they have you pay out of that, and you don't even know it.
I gotta look into that. I gotta actually try.
I got no reason.
I gotta go to
try it.
Ralph's in the hood and then go Ralph's in fucking Calabasas.
Even if it's a 20, 30 cent. Let's say 30 million people shop there a year. 30 million people times 30 cents. That makes up the you not paying house mortgage, property tax. Over $250,000 a year, 250,000 I think it is. Paying over that, your taxes go up.
But they're also, LA is one of the few cities that's like immigrant friendly.
That's called sanctuary city, but that has nothing to do with the taxes.
No?
That has to do with immigration and ICE.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with taxes. It's called socioeconomics. That's cold. When economics meets your social environment.
Gems by Rhino.
Damn, bro, it's cold. I just learned that shit.
Gems by Rhino.
Yeah, trip out, man. So change up gears. Free Trump, but fuck Trump. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. We gonna change gears. Back on the beef. My nigga Joe Budden beefing with his old folks. Rory and Mal, you seen that, homie?
You said Joe Biden is beefing it with his girl?
Joe Budden beefing it with Rory and Mal, his old cohorts.
I thought they'd been beefing. Didn't they break up?
So I guess it got reignited this weekend.
So it died because they just didn't talk about each other, but they been on odds.
Yeah.
And it restarted.
It restarted. Joe was responding. Joe was on Drink Champs. That's how it restarted. Joe was on the latest episode of Drink Champs.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
cool.
I had to see it. But it was him or Marlon Wayans. It goes back and forth. I think it was Marlon Wayans and Joe before, or Joe and Marlon Wayans before. Yeah. Shout out to Marlon Wayans. And basically, Joe Budden, it got reignited when, the question got brought up by Noriega. Shout out Noriega, Dream Champs. And really, the boys just said how they felt about Rory and Mal. They bullshit. They're not working hard. That's what he's saying. I got no shout out Rory and Mal. I ain't got no stake in that claim. So, what you think about that, bro?
I don't know much about Joe Budden and Rory Mal as far as like what they had got going before. I knew they had a podcast, but I personally don't really like Joe Budden. I think I'm missing something because if I'm not mistaken, he's highly respected in like the rapping and in the podcast space. He's like high ranking as far as like he's one of the top 5 podcasts. So, but I also don't tap into like Matt Hoffman's shit, LeBron shit. It's a bunch of podcasts that I don't shout. I'm very West Coast biased, so I'm really on Back on Fig, Community Clips, Ace Boys Worldwide, Ace. You feel me? So So it's like. It's not just those 3, but I was so far off the top of the head. That's the only thing. I like Disconnected. Yeah, because they also got, you ever heard of Earn Your Leisure?
What's that?
Damn, I got to show it to you. I can't explain it. I need to read more books, bro. I'm losing my articulation. What's it called? Earn Your Leisure. It's about like, I don't know, they give you game on economics. How to like, tax breaks. How to entrepreneurship, and they pretty much motivate you and kind of get you in that direction.
Like a financial literacy kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the name, Earn Your Leisure.
I like that.
Yeah, and I got to put you on as far as their podcast, but yeah, I'm just not tapped into Joe Budden, but I never liked them on, what was that shit he had on Complex? I'm good, that shit slowing me down. What's it called?
Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle.
That was my shit.
I like. They had a lot of viral moments. The Amigo shit. So that was straight. I like the whole balance between the Deska academics and Joe Budden's. I like that balance. But after that, the way he left and his little antics, the way he would just kind of be like a diva.
Yeah.
It was weird. I was like, you know what? So after that, I couldn't, like, I didn't follow him to the Joe Budden podcast. I didn't go from Everyday Struggle to the Joe Budden. I didn't make that transfer. I just disconnected after that. So I never even tapped in on Rory and Mal. I have no idea who they are. I know that it seems like the youth fuck with them. The East Coast youth, like, it seems like they have their own fan base.
Yeah, that's it.
Because I heard like half their fan base split. The youth versus the older cats. The older cats followed Joe Budden. The younger people followed Rory and Mal.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what's up with them. I don't know much about them. But shout out to them. All respect. It's just,
yeah,
it's hard to get into it for me.
Yeah.
What about you? You tap in?
Yeah. I fuck with Joe Budden podcast. Shout out to Joe Budden and all them.
You watch? How often you watch them?
I feel like I really I see them evolve as a podcaster. I remember Everyday Struggle to the Joe JPBB, whatever, JBP, with Rory and Mal, to now it being Joe Budden podcast with like Ice and what is it, Melissa Ford? Melissa Ford be on there now. I don't know if she's a regular just guest host or like a host now, but I think a lot of it too was like them breaking up, but also like them breaking up was a lot over, they would say money or the way they was getting paid or being treated like workers. That's Rory and Mal's perspective. Joe Budden was saying that it's his shit and he did all like the legwork, all the heavy work, so it is his shit and they are employees. And like I think it spiraled from that, and them just keep going back and forth on commenting. But like it did die down for a while, and it just is what it is, man. That's how it goes, man. You know, like we doing our shit, man. You know, we chop game beforehand, and we doing it together. But even Jimmy doing a lot more other work. He's editing the videos. It was him the idea. He brought it to me, you know. And then everything after that, like what I do with him is like 50-50, but he does a lot of stuff 100% by himself. And like, you know, you guys got to talk about that first. And, you know, I just think it was just bad business with him. But I don't know them people personally. Shout out to everybody. You know, so.
We're going to get copyrighted.
For real.
They're going to strike our shit.
So, yeah. I think that's about it for the current events. But I want to get into real topics. So a big real topic I want to highlight everybody on this. How does everybody feel about traveling? What's up? What's the deal with traveling, man? And I want to start off with Jimmy first. But yeah, man, not to put the business out there, but yeah, man, you know, I want to see what do people like the age of like 18 to like 26, what do they feel about traveling? Is it a must? Is it mandatory? Is it necessary? Are you stacking the bag first?
I for sure can't speak on that because I'm not in that age yeah. I'm way past that. No.
I don't smoke cigarettes, big homie. Yeah. Yeah, you too. Yeah. LA shit, you know.
Oh, he caught me slipping too. Like,
yeah, he did. He had you. Bow out. He had him. Jimmy got caught at the light.
I can't fuck with no vape pens, bro. Numbs my reflexes. Anyways, yeah, that age group. Well, shit, I'm way older than that, so I can't really speak on that as far as how they feel about it.
I'm 30 now. Also, that shit bullshit.
As far as traveling from a LA local, bro, born in the '90s, bro. And I used to think it was just me, but I ran into other people that are just like me, where it's like I did not leave my block for a good 25 years. Jeez. And then it took me another 5 years to leave the city. So it took me like a long time to get out of my very, very small comfort zone. Yeah. And so once I got out of that, all right, I kind of liked it. I was like, oh, I should have been doing that. I'm stupid. Yeah. And that was just the city, me exploring the city. Yeah. Cause, I grew up in a dangerous era, so it was like I wasn't finna just go to East LA unless I had something to do in East LA. Yeah. I'm not finna just go to Long Beach unless I really got something to do to Long Beach. Yeah. Fuck around and get packed out or some shit, or some weird shit. Not even from over there. Anyways,
what you doing?
So I just kept it. You know, that's just how we're raised. You know, you stick to your tribe, you stay in the land, and you stay in pocket. You get out of pocket, you get violated. So I always stayed in pocket. But then, as we grow, you got to grow out of it. I started seeing my older people, like my older generations, the older homies, they started moving out. So I was like, all right, ain't nobody else around. So maybe I should jib and jabble. Yeah. Anyways.
See what this traveling about.
My first, I didn't start traveling personally for me till 2020 when I went to Houston. And it was, I'm a big hip hop head, so that's always gonna be my reference track. Everywhere I go is like I associate it to the music that caught my attention for Houston, which is Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Zero, SPM, like Sauce Walker, Peso. So like I go looking for that. And when I went to Houston, although the landscape was different, the people, the folks, as far as like when you get down to the details, the meat and potatoes, they just like us.
That's right.
They just like us.
That's right.
But it's different because they got the accents. They like black cowboys. Like it's different.
Yeah.
I'm a
black
Cali
cowboy.
fool, so it's like I don't really see that. You might see that in Compton.
Yeah,
but I'm not from Compton.
Yeah.
So.
South Compton.
So, but you go to Houston, I like that difference, because over there, bro, everything that matters to me as an LA cat is irrelevant over there. Yeah. Nothing I'm talking about. If I go to Houston, all this shit I'm talking about, no one's going like, all right, cool, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, so far, And then I've been out internationally. As far as the U.S., I think it's important to tap into because, bro, the world is big. There's so much money out there to make.
Yeah, there's not.
And
What?
Traveling it changed me the way I saw life, because it's like I just realized, like, man, I don't know, I've been so close-minded for so long. I just recently started traveling internationally, not just Mexico, but although Mexico is beautiful, I started leaving, like, you know, to Puerto Rico. I'm about to go to Dominica Republica. I like the Caribbean culture. That shit is nice. They said it's very, it resembles Miami a lot.
Oh, yeah?
As far as like the weather, you know, it's humid and you know, everybody got remember I told you, if you go out there, you got to dress like Scarface.
Scarface, you just said that.
So now it's funny, because now that I go out there, I understand shit better, because it's like, all right, cool. Now I see why Scarface used to dress. I used to be like, why he dressed like that, all weird and shit. It's hot as fuck. They dressed in, you know, that Versace, like, it's just like
Silk.
a thin layer, right?
Yeah.
It's a thin layer, very breathable material.
Yeah.
And bruh, I was sweating buckets when I came here with my LA attire. My shit is, you know, it's cotton.
Yeah.
Bruh, hell no. It was bad. I was like, oh, I gotta get with the program, you know? They got clothes
That's
designed
that shit
for that.
where you got the ball sweat. Like,
Right. So I say you travel if you want to be a well-rounded, seasoned person, especially for LA people, because we so close-minded. We don't think outside the box. We're not expected to live long. Go out there, man. Go travel is absolutely imperative for, you know, again, I'm West Coast biased. It's imperative for us city folks from LA to get up out of here, because a lot of the shit that we care about, or we'll realize our world is not, it's really like just a small portion of what there is out there. And you can, there's so, when I go out there, there's people that like traveled and visited and never came back. They're like, I fell in love with it, and I just stayed. I said, fuck everybody, and they just stayed. And it's like, they don't even, like, they're not rich, but like, bruh, life is, you know, the people are different. The ambiance, the culture is more like, because it's like a small town type of vibe. Everybody's very like not formal. Everybody's real like you know, good morning, very well mannered. And so like over here, it's like everybody's isolated. We're all disconnected. And if you run into somebody, it's kind of like you gotta be on your P's and Q's. You don't ever know what's going on. So over there, you kind of get to let loose, and I don't know, you get to enjoy Mother Nature and Earth better, and like you share food, and sharing is more like people sharing stuff. Over here is like, you know, hey, you gotta feed yourself. I gotta feed myself. So I don't know. For me, as somebody that was stuck on this culture so much, the culture shock that I received, it still like resonates with me, and I still gotta. There's so much I want to see, bro. And travel. What do you think about it, bro?
Man, go get up, get out, clear your mind. You know what time it is? Clear your mind. Jimmy really pretty much summed it all up for me. That's my boy. He said it perfectly. I couldn't have said it no better. Clear your mind, man. You know, get your mind right. Okay, let's switch up to some politics. You know what time it is. What's up, man? How we feel about Karen Bass being the new mayor, or being the mayor of LA, and the job she's done as the mayor of LA so far? Ooh, there you go. That's how I should put it. How do we feel about her, Jimmy? Jroc.
I mean, you put me onto that. What she did for Skid Row, and that seemed to be that's significant. That's definitely something to talk about. That's definitely something worth noting. She did through her tenure. She housed a lot of homeless people, and so far she's been on it. And everything she said, she's done it, and she's from the land.
She's from LA, you know what time it is.
Yeah, I fuck with it, and I fuck with all our I fuck with our governor too.
Shout out Karen Bass.
I used to fuck with Garcetti.
Mayor Garcetti. Shout out Mayor Garcetti. He was at my graduation last year.
I didn't fuck with Villaraigosa.
Villaraigosa.
How you feel about the sheriff?
He's better than Baca, but that's like not saying a lot. But he's bullshit too. He don't want to admit that they had sheriff gangs. 3,004 boys, 4,004 boys, the bounty hunters, you know. He don't want to admit that shit. He bullshit too, but you know, He better than Baca, but that's not saying a lot. You feel me? Fuck Baca.
Yeah, that's not hard to beat.
Yeah. So
You can't do worse.
But I think she's doing a great job. Yeah, I put Jimmy on to a lot of organizations and homeless initiatives she's pushed. Garcetti did come out with the AAA, the Housing Homeless Authority, some shit like that. I'm from Pasadena area, and I'm from San Gabriel Valley, and coming back from vacation, I seen Highland Park on the 110. They got all the little houses for the homeless. Downtown's been cleaned up a lot. I had a loft on 7th and Spring in 2018 and 19 out of your lease, and shout out my nigga Rex. And long story short, I remember when Skid Row was like a street or two over from us. Now it's like pushed back to a few streets, and it's just way more cleaned up, over the last few years. And that's a lot that has to do with her. She from the land. So shout out Karen Bass. You know what time it is.
Shout out Karen Bass, for sure.
Okay. And shit, our second to last topic, social media. How do we feel about social media? Everybody buying these blue checks now. Bullshit verified ain't even real verified no more. And how do we feel about the effect social media is having on young people, young women, young men, and just society? How do we feel about that, bro?
So when blue checks first came out, honestly, when we made that transition from like Facebook to Instagram, or I don't even remember what I was on in 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
But when I got out for my vacation, I didn't see the blue check. I didn't get the blue check. And when I got out, I didn't even really fuck with Instagram. I still had the Android, so it was all slow. And I didn't get the blue checks. I heard if you have the blue checks, that was like some super duper VIP shit.
Yeah, it was.
That was some super player shit. I heard it came with all types of, it came with all sorts of just... I don't know. It came with stuff like you benefit. It came with benefits. I never been, I've always been a behind the scenes type of guy. I've never been, in the front. Social media, you gotta be a special person to get 20,000, 40,000 people. Like, you gotta be real extroverted, or you just gotta be, I don't know. But I never got the gist of the whole blue checks. I'm for sure not gonna buy it now. All I knew is that if you were famous, you could have a blue check, and it will kind of eliminate people trying to impersonate you. But it has way more than that. But I also understand that time has come and passed. So now blue checks aren't as valuable as they once were back when they first came out. When you had a blue check, it was like you were that guy.
He was a nigga.
So
he was a top tier nigga.
Yeah, it was verified. It was literally verified. Now that everybody can get it, obviously, if you put anything from exclusive to general, it's not the same. It don't hit the same. So I heard it still does some benefits for your brand as far as being verified, but I don't know much about it.
Back then it was like you said, VIP. When it's members only, right, that's when it's the hardest. When it's the originals, that's when it's the hardest. But when you got these day 5, 7, 8s, I skip 6.
Cause let's say you got a blue check back in the day,
yeah,
and you DM'd
you was 100.
You DM'd somebody on Instagram.
What?
When that person received it and they saw the blue check, they would actually open your message.
Yeah,
and respond. So you were able to network, way further. Because it was all, so you can network with somebody in New York just off the strength of having a check.
Yeah, what's the deal, bro?
Oh, you a real person. Woo.
Yeah, you 100.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's
man,
you can have 2 followers and have a blue check.
Man, 100 followers. What kind of shit is that? This shit getting tricky. This shit getting real tricky.
But yeah, I'm not doing it. You doing it?
Nah, I always want to, man.
There's all these subscriptions out there. You gonna make that subscription?
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all can hold that one. Y'all can hold that one for sure. Yeah, I don't really fuck with that shit, bro. I don't think it's cool. It ain't like what it used to be, man. It used to mean something. the blue check, you know. But it is what it is. If my manager tell me I gotta get one, I'm gonna get one. So okay, man, let's wrap it up, man. How's 2023 been to both of us? How's it been treating us, football fans?
It's been a wobbler. It's been a wobbler. It's ups and downs for real one.
Yeah.
But right now it's about to be good. You know, summer's coming, spring is coming, so I feel real optimistic about that, real enthusiastic about the summer, real excited. You know, we've been having this cloudy weather, so I'm looking forward to all the heat. I'm going to DR this weekend, so 23 has already, you know. And yeah, man, my birthday's in June. You know, my birthday, I'm a summer boy. So
you already know we turning up.
So
oh, you a Gemini?
Right.
Yeah, we did holler about that. Yeah, you are.
So
yeah. Tupac, Kendrick.
Right.
Jeez.
So yeah, man, we got I don't know, it's been good, and hopefully it stays that way, man. Hopefully we close this year strong, and yeah, we get a lot done this year. I really just want to make this a very productive year.
Okay.
For sure, I want to get a lot done this year. I want to be overly ambitious this specific year.
That's right.
I can, you know, I'm gonna aim at the motherfucking
star.
Moon.
Yeah, moon.
But if I land on the stars, it's cool, bro. It's like I'm doing much better than I was when I first started the year. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get a lot going this year.
Yeah, same sentiment. Same as my homeboy, man. Just building, try not to destroy. You feel me? Building, try not to destroy. You know, it's harder for others, some, you know, as compared to others, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. And we just blessed. And it's going, we being super productive. Got Dangerous video out right now. Check that out.
Hey.
Rhino the President featuring my nigga Ethan, a.k.a. TB Trophy Boy.
Like, comment, and share.
You know what time it is. Got the prank video out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, subscribe. We've not been telling people to subscribe. Subscribe, like, comment, repost, share, all that. We need to promote that more.
Trap star. Yeah. Subscribe. Hands and Feet podcast. You already know what time it is.
Yeah. Bah.
Yeah. You know what time it is. Oh, shout out both my queens. Shout out Maya. I love you, baby girl. Adriana, you already know what time it is. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all soon. Shout out both my queens. We out of here.